Hello again. Welcome back to the Hellhound Show. I just reviewed 976 Evil, where dialing a phone number will grant the listener with otherworldly supernatural powers and make them into a satanic killer. So check that out if you haven't already. Any fans of low-budget, cheesy 80s horror out there? Well, if so, I have a treat for you. If you have a hunger for really fun 80s cheese, then Chopping Mall will be sure to whet your appetite. Oh yes, that's right, Chopping Mall. From 1986, directed by Jim Wynorski, where shopping can cost you an arm and a leg. Now, the cover may be a little deceiving. By looking at the title and, just a general gander at the cover, you might think of this as a slasher movie. Your first impression might be this is just some generic 80s slasher where, with a killer in the mall, who's offing shoppers, and mangling them in various brutal ways. Well, actually not. The premise is a little more original and unique than that. Basically, Park Plaza Mall has just equipped their shopping center with some high-tech security robots. There's 3 of them, and they look like number 5 from Short Circuit on steroids. And so, they're just supposed to roam the mall grounds at night, make sure there's no intruders or shoplifters. They're not supposed to kill. They're supposed to notify the police after catching these suspects. But of course, we all know they're going to end up doing some killing. Basically, lightning strikes the computer that's controlling the robots, and they malfunction. So after killing some of the people who work at the mall, some of the technicians, and a janitor played by Dick Miller, 8 people, 4 couples, are actually trapped inside the mall after hours. The mall goes on lockdown, and they're trapped inside. So they decide to stay the night, chill, drink a few beers, watch some classic science fiction movies like Tarantula, do some partying, make a little bit of love, and so, but the killbots are out there and are on a murderous rampage, ready to annihilate any intruders. So, obviously what happens is, the teens, some of them actually work in the mall, and they're chilling in the furniture store. They go to get some more beer and cigarettes, and they're killed off one by the robots. So that's the basic premise. Nothing too complicated. But it's very interesting because they have to fight back. The robots are armed with lasers and electrical wires, and they have little different tools and gadgets and stuff they can use to slit people's throats and crush their bones and everything. The highlight is when the robot shoots a laser at a woman's face and her head explodes. So the head exploding kill is probably the best part of the movie. But yeah, one of the main characters is played by Barbara Crampton. Her from Reanimator and From Beyond. She's a scream queen. Also features a couple other cameos. Angus Scrimm is one of the technicians. Angus Scrimm is the tall man from the Phantasm series. We also have Garrett Graham in a brief role. Best known as the foster father on Child's Play 2, and Bud the Chud himself from Chud 2, Bud the Chud is the title character. There's also the film debut of Rodney Eastman, who's best known as Joey from Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4. So, good little cast of horror regulars in there. Also the aforementioned Dick Miller, who's had cameos in several movies like Gremlins and The Terminator and Night of the Creeps and so on and so forth. He's been in a lot of movies. But yeah, this movie really delivers the goods if you're looking for a fun, cheesy time. Fun, cheesy, low-budget 80s horror films are my favorite. That is my favorite genre of all time. In fact, I'd rather be, thoroughly entertained and amused by stuff like this than watch something more sophisticated that I'm, moved and compelled by. I like life-changing movies as much as anybody else. I guess dramas and stuff like that, thrillers. But I watch movies to be entertained, and Shopping Mall definitely doesn't fail in that department. The only horror film I can think of that takes place in a mall better than Shopping Mall is Dawn of the Dead, of course. But that's a little more serious, a little more well done. Filming a video. Sorry. But yeah, what more is there to say about Shopping Mall? Well, killer robots in a mall, slaughtering intruders. Well, what they think are intruders. Yeah, how can you go wrong with that? Killer robots. But well, I thought I'd have a little more to say, but well, that about sums it up. Yeah, Shopping Mall from 1986. Definitely check it out. Comes highly recommended. I'd give it about an 8 out of 10 for what it is. And that's just a fun time watching a movie. So order yourself a pizza, invite some buddies over, maybe make some nachos, pop some popcorn, grab a couple sodas, pop this bad boy in your player, and have a hell of a fun time. God bless the 80s. They don't make them like this anymore. But yeah, I guess that about concludes my video. I'll go ahead and wrap it up by saying, go watch this right away. You won't be disappointed. So yeah, I'm Hellhound. Thank you for watching my show, and until next time, keep it horror.